President Trump has called on Iran for unconditional surrender. In a flurry of posts on his social media this afternoon, Donald Trump called Iran's supreme leader an easy target, but said that the US was not going to kill him.
A huge disaster is coming, and America might be walking straight into World War III. Yes, you heard that right. Donald Trump just threatened Iran with war, and he's planning to do it side by side with Israel. But guess what? Many people in Trump's own party, the MAGA group, are saying no. They don't want another war. They're tired of it. They're angry, and it's getting worse. Now here's the crazy part. Elon Musk is standing against Trump. He's supporting No Kings protest, a movement that says no more powerful leaders controlling everything. And with the way Elon's acting, you won't be surprised if he even helps Iran just to stop this war. Trump is fighting Iran. MAGA is fighting Trump. Elon Musk is fighting the whole system. This is not just politics anymore. It's getting serious. We have real updates, not fake news. And today, we're breaking down what's really happening and what it means for the whole world. Let's get started. Donald Trump has officially told Iran to surrender with no deals, no conditions. He didn't ask for peace talks. He didn't suggest a meeting. He said one thing: surrender or face the consequences. And what kind of consequences are we talking about? Not just sanctions, not just warnings. We're talking about real military attacks, big bombs, fighter jets, and even underground bunker-busting weapons ready to go. Trump is not playing games this time. He's treating Iran like a target, and he's already working with Israel to make it happen. This isn't just news anymore. This could be the beginning of a war.
President Trump has called on Iran for unconditional surrender. In a flurry of posts on his social media this afternoon, Donald Trump called Iran's supreme leader an easy target, but said that the US was not going to kill him, at least not yet. US fighter jets are understood to be on their way to the Middle East as speculation grows that the US could become directly involved in the war between Israel and Iran.
But the biggest twist? No one is really supporting Trump in this war. And guess who just showed up to pour fuel on the fire? The UK's former Prime Minister, Keir Starmer. This guy has lost so much self-respect, he's now trying to team up with Trump, even after all the drama and backlash they had in the past.
I'm no supporter of the regime in Iran.
So if the people there rose up against it, you'd welcome that?
It's not for me as the UK Prime Minister to start encouraging people in relation to what they might do at home.
But let's be honest, Trump doesn't see him as an ally. He sees him as a servant. Just like in that viral video where Trump literally made Keir Starmer bend down and pick up documents from the ground. That's how Trump treats UK leaders, like assistants, not equals.
A document, this is, sorry about that. This is it.
A very important document.
Little windy out here. Give me that little. We just signed it, and it's done.
And while all this is going on, Elon Musk has officially joined the No Kings protest, a movement standing up against powerful leaders like Trump. Yes, you heard that right. Elon was just waiting for the perfect moment to turn on Trump, and now he's finally doing it. So if you hear that Elon Musk is helping Iran somehow, don't be surprised. It's not because he loves Iran, because he wants to take Trump down.
Elon Musk, coming out of the No Kings protest, decided to post this on Twitter. It's an image from the game BioShock. He says, anyone else think of this yesterday? And it's an image from the early part of the game. It says, no gods or kings, only man. It's a sort of banner that's there outside of the city of Rapture. I believe it's an Ayn Rand quote. And it says, no kings, basically. And so I don't know if that's what he was thinking, or some people are saying that this is him indicating support for the No Kings because he's been feuding with Donald Trump.
Exactly. Elon Musk is using this moment as his golden chance. He knows that if he takes a stand now, he can turn even more people against Donald Trump and bring them together under one cause. And guess what? It's not just for fun. Elon sees a new kind of power here, a chance to lead something big, something global, by standing against old school politics. But honestly, his plan isn't completely wrong, because even Trump's own MAGA supporters are now starting to turn against him, just like many of you saw coming a long time ago.
Donald Trump is having a very, very rough couple of days, whether it be his failed parade, his disastrous G7 visit in Alberta, Canada, or now MAGA civil war breaking out because of his flirting with a possible war with Iran. A lot of his fans who voted for no wars and peace like he promised are feeling a little backstabbed. They feel as if Donald Trump broke that promise. Now, you, me, and everybody else knew that Donald Trump is not the peace president. He doesn't care about peace. But it seems seems like a lot of these MAGA Republicans are just now coming to that realization.
Because of Trump's terrible decisions, every Republican leader right now is completely confused. They don't know what to say or do anymore. Some of them are even begging Trump not to start this war. They don't want any drama that could damage the Republican Party even more. They're scared of losing votes, losing support, or even losing the next election. But of course, Trump is Trump. He doesn't listen to anyone. And now things have gotten so bad that some Republican leaders don't even seem to remember who they're supposed to serve, the people of the USA. Just look at what one Republican leader did recently at a public event. It clearly shows how lost and disconnected they've become.
How many people live in Iran, by the way? I don't know the population. At all? No, I don't know the population. You don't know the population of the country you seek to topple?
How many people live in Iran?
92 million.
Okay. Yeah,
How could you not know that?
I don't sit around memorizing population tables.
Well, it's kind of relevant because you're calling for the overthrow of the government.
Why is it relevant whether it's 90 million or 80 million or 100 million? Why is that relevant?
Because if you don't know anything about the country...
I didn't say I don't know anything about
Okay, what's the ethnic mix of Iran?
So at this point, we really need to understand something. Now is not the time to start a world war, and definitely not the time to try and prove America's power. Because right now, America is shrinking. The economy is not growing, it's falling. In the first quarter of 2025, the GDP dropped by negative 0.2%. And for the full year, growth is expected to be only around 1.6%, which is way lower than last year's 2.8%. Why is this happening? Because of high interest rates, unstable trade policies, and major cuts in federal programs. These are creating big risks for the country. And on top of all that, there's political instability. Trump's leadership is making things worse, skipping major meetings like the G7, creating tense diplomatic relations, and pushing aggressive policies. All of it is being seen by global leaders as dangerous Trump-style moves. Inside the US, there's even more chaos. Arguments over spending, economic bills, and budget cuts are still not being solved. And in the middle of all this, Trump wants to go to war. Even political commentator David Pakman recently spoke out, saying Trump's current actions do not look good for America. Not for the economy, not for the people, and definitely not for the future.
In the middle of the night last night, the world is on the brink of war. We're following what's happening in Iran, and Donald Trump is spiraling, posting erratic rants on Truth Social.
Truth Central.
At 8 o'clock, at midnight, at 2 a.m., at 6 a.m., each more disjointed than the last. Imagine what's going on. What is Trump up to? Maybe he got a little sleep between 2 and 6. I don't know. But this is what he's doing. 8 p.m., okay? Someone please explain to kooky Tucker Carlson that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. So start there. Trump lashing out at Tucker Carlson, of all people, his one-time kind of propaganda wingman turned Russian apologist. This is not a post about policy. This is a post about insecurity. Tucker has been going pretty soft on Iran lately. We're going to get to that. And Trump doesn't like the idea that anyone else on the right might be seen as the real alpha. So instead of explaining U.S. policy, Trump does this WWE-style promo against the former cable host, saying that he's kooky.
So in the end, one big question still remains. What do you think about all this? Do you really believe what Trump is doing is right? Or do you feel, like many of us, that this is not the right move for America right now? If you ask me, I don't think this path leads to anything good. The economy is already weak, the people are divided, and the world is watching. Starting a war at a time like this isn't just risky, it could be a disaster for the country. Anyway, that's my take. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful or eye-opening, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know your opinion down below because this topic, it affects all of us.